Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Frank Mularcik, and in this video, we're going to be taking a look at my options account over the past few months. Just want to show you guys what I'm doing there and the different trades I've been making. I have made some decent progress over the past, few months, and am definitely in a little bit better spot than I was just a few months ago. So I'm excited to share that with you guys in this video. So first of all, I'm just going to show you my actual account with Robinhood here. And as you can see, right now the account is valued at $5,927. Right now it's Monday, August 16th. So during market hours right now. But right now, as you can see over here on the right, I just have one open position, which is a put on American Airlines at the $19 strike. And that's set to expire next Friday, August 27th. As you can see, right now, actually it's loading, so we'll give it a second. But as you can see up here in the top here, American Airlines is down at $19.46 today. They're down about 2%. I think over the weekend a lot of that stuff in Afghanistan materialized, and it really looks like it's going south there. I don't really want to get into the news of it, but sometimes that kind of stuff does affect the stock market. And I think today, Monday morning, the stock market is definitely taking a slight negative direction. I think because of some of that news. It looks like for some reason that's not really loading, but if we go back here, you can see I'm down $16. I think I got maybe around $30 for this contract here, maybe like 28, I forget. I'll show you in the spreadsheet in a minute, but that means I'm down about 55% on this position, which is really not a big deal because I still have a week and a half, and I'm sure I could roll this out if need be. Some other companies I've been looking at are here on the right. Some of these I've never really sold any puts on, but definitely have been looking at American Airlines, Carnival, AT&T. AT&T I'm hesitant to sell puts on because I feel like with this dividend cut that they're going to have sometime in the next few years, the stock price could just kind of go down a little bit steadily over time. So I don't want to be stuck in the stock too long. But Carnival, American Airlines, Rocket, these are all companies I'm looking at. I just got them out of my Rocket position recently. Neo, Palantir. I mean, these I want to be very careful on. I don't want to just go selling puts all the time. I just have them on my watch list just so I can see what they're doing. Some of these banks here and SoFi as well. This one's sort of interesting to me. So a lot of these stocks are down pretty big today. So I have to take a look at some of these and maybe sell some puts. We'll have to see. But you can see over the past month, we're up about 10%, and most of that, just came within the last week, which I'll talk about. And most of that essentially was from Rocket. The past 3 months, we're up about 30%, which is pretty crazy because back here in May, we were way down around $4,600. Basically, that was when Rocket had, really tanked our account down a bunch. Right here, you can see that's basically when that was, and I guess that was exactly 3 months ago. So pretty much all our gains here are from this account, about $956 in the past year. I guess about $30 of that was from my dividend account that I did have with Robinhood before this. But you can see we started with $5,000 at the beginning of February there, and we're now almost at 6,000. So I'll be really excited to get to 6,000. But looking over here, just taking a look at the spreadsheet, you can see these are all the trades. If you guys want to pause and look at some of the trades I've done recently, a lot of them have just been covered calls on Rocket, as I've had that position for a while. And then I've done some puts on American Airlines, Palantir, and I did do one on SoFi there, which actually turned out pretty well for me. So yeah, if we look at this American Airlines put I have open right now, I did get a $29 premium for that. So hopefully we can close that out for a profit within the next week or two. And then looking at, the portfolio over time, you can see just these past few weeks. So this is, just the value of the portfolio, and then the previous change from the previous week, and then the realized profit. So even though my portfolio went up almost 5% last week, I did have a negative realized profits because of selling my Rocket shares, which we can look at right here. So basically, I got into the stock at the $21 price, and that's because I had this $21 put that I sold, and then I got assigned on it. So I have the shares at $2,100, so I had $2,100 invested essentially. And then, I actually sold the shares for a loss, at least on the shares, and that was for $18.94. So I got $1,894 for that. And then my options profit was $573, and So that gives me a total profit of $367.31. And I am just now realizing here that this profit percentage is technically a little bit wrong, because it's sort of saying, it's basically just saying $367 divided by the $2,100 invested is that profit there of 17% over about 3 months, which is pretty good. But what I failed to take into account here is that for these two trades here, I actually bought calls, which means I had more money invested, more than that $2,100. So I put, about $620 additional into a long call in this case, and then for this call I put about $600 in, but I sold those at pretty good profits there, and those contributed to a fair bit of the options profit here. So that is a little bit skewed. It's not really 17%. It's probably somewhere around like 10%, which over 3 months I will take that any day of the week. That is pretty good, and pretty good considering I got out of the shares at around a $200 loss. So overall, I'm generally happy with how this position turned out, but I'm also happy, to be out of the position, because I basically didn't let any of my calls get assigned. I just kind of sold the shares when we had a big update after earnings. So overall, I'm pretty happy with how that went. So like I said, because of the selling of my shares there, I did have a negative realized profit for last week, but because of how much those shares had gone up from where they actually were, I did have about a 5% gain just in the last week. And if you look here, you can see July and May, these were not so great months for me, but I did still have some realized profits there. And then June turned out to be fantastic for the portfolio, and August is turning out to be pretty good as well. Then over here on the right, I have these milestones for every $500, and I'm getting pretty close to 6,000. So I'll be excited to add that in if I get there, soon, if I don't have something that takes the account again. But as we were looking over in the portfolio, I do have around $4,000 of cash. I actually have a Rocket put that I submitted an order for. I don't think it's going to get filled though, so that's why my buying power is a lot lower. But I have about just $4,000 of cash here that I can sell some other puts on, and hopefully get that money working for me and generating premium. So let me know in the comments below how your guys' options trading has been going, if you do that, and if you don't trade any options, if you would be interested in seeing any other videos about basic tutorials on the strategies I use, because I think options, for some people that are a little bit more serious about the stock market and want to be a little bit more active, I think it's definitely something that could be advantageous for a lot of people if they understand the essentials and the basics of how it works. Some people are out here doing all kinds of crazy strategies together, which I really don't get involved in, because I just don't want to take the time to learn all that and be that in depth. But I do have a pretty basic understanding of a lot of these strategies, and so I use that to my advantage. And if you are interested, I actually did a video on my options account a few months ago. I'll leave a link to that right up here if you guys want to check that out. And I just want to thank you guys for watching to the end of the video, and I will see you in the next one.